Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming you all with all my heart. Thank you for your love and subscribes and likes. I really appreciate that. I have a big smile on my face because I have these cards like flew like 5 times. The wind had to blow like really hard right now when I decide to do my reading. But the cards were just amazing. So I'm like, okay, please, dear God, I just want to be able to get this reading in. So today I have, and you'll see why I was really wishing for this message to come forth for all of you. This is a message from the Divine Masculine Collective for the Divine Feminine. And also just to get a feel for their energy, because there's been big shifts that are taking place. We know that. I've done the reading in the month for April, where the core soul lesson really was transformation, the death god, death of the ego. And what's birthing after that is phenomenal. So I'm just going to kind of hold the cards down. So I want you to know what I asked the Spirit was, what is the Divine Masculine thinking of when he's thinking of the Divine Feminine? What is he feeling for the Divine Feminine? And what does he wish to manifest in the physical, in the 3D, with the Divine Feminine? Okay, so we're going to go straight in. This is what he's thinking. He's got all this trust, optimism, faith, hope, lightness, joy. I mean, when I'm looking at this Fool card, it's the beginning, right? It's the Omega point and the Alpha point, all and nothing. It holds potentialities, all potentialities. Every potentiality that you can think of holds within this 0. This begins even before the numbers 1. Before you begin to manifest, coming straight from the spiritual realm. So in their mind, they're connecting to that soul. They're connecting to that soul connection they have with the Divine Feminine. And they feel that sense of joy, that happiness, the contentment, the inspiration, the purity, the love, the loyalty, the integrity, all the things that you can think of. The sun is shining brightly on them. They feel that. This is what they're feeling, even though it's in their head space. They're thinking of all this. So the feelings have moved into the mind space, right? This is what in their mind space. Because I asked, what are they thinking about the Divine Feminine? The question was specific. They know that's a divine counterpart. They know that. They feel that. Now it's in their conscious mind. It's moved from the spiritual realm and from the heart space. And right here, there's transformation that has taken place. We had those transformative cards, those transformative energies over the months, over the years, no matter where you are in your journey. You may be at the beginning stages, at the middle, or close to union. In every stage, there is an integration that takes place. And every stage there's a purging and an integration that's taking place. But now there is recognition. There's recognition by the Divine Masculines. They have that feeling, knowing, complete knowing that this is a divine partnership, which is blessed by High On. They know that they met you for a reason. They may not know these terms as twin flames and divine counterpart, but they know you're the one. You're the one with whom they feel completely at one with. Vulnerable, safe, secure, able to be who they are. Knowing that they can be loved and respected and honored for their challenges. You accept them with all the imperfections. You love them exactly as you are, and they know that. They feel the same. They're thinking that. This is thinking. This is so much joy. There's so much yellow in here, in this, all of this, in the mind space. This is all the color of our solar plexus. This is the color of the sun, color of abundance. They're feeling very abundant. This is their thinking that they're very abundant whenever they are within this connection with you. And they're wanting to ground this. They know what this connection is. They now want to seriously put this connection and they want to ground it. Whatever they need to do for that, whether they need to change a job, find a new job, let go of the old, this is a part of the transformation. First is a recognition and an understanding. Many times we recognize some things and then we run from it, right? And that's why we have the quote unquote, what we call as a runner chaser. I personally feel and see that what it is that when you see something that is so good and that's something that you've always wished and wanted, and that there's so much abundance and love, you can't imagine how that is possible. And that's why the issues of worthiness comes up. So if there's a lot of yellow, understand that they're working with their deep, deep worthiness. Am I worthy of the highest love that I've said that I want, that I truly want? It's in my DNA. And they recognize in a conscious awareness, they're consciously aware of this connection. They're consciously aware that this is what they want. And they're willing to work towards that. And they're willing to work for it. They want to go the long distance. This night may be the slowest moving night. But the slowness is very important to ground such an intense connection. You can't really jump through it. This is nothing like anyone has ever experienced before. To ground true love requires for one to overcome many obstacles and challenges. Tenacity of the soul. How strong is that desire? How strong is that desire for self-love? So when we love ourselves completely, are we able to love another? And when you meet your divine counterpart and the process of the twin flame journey begins, this is a twin flame reading. When the process of the twin flame journey begins, it is you've stepped into your highest destiny, your highest path for self-love. For self-love. This is where they are in their headspace. How beautiful is that? So how the divine masculine's feeling for the divine feminine? This has been a lot of anguish, anxiety, sleepless nights. They've really had sleepless nights because this is what they really want. And they had to overcome so many challenges and the limiting patterns within them, to let go of so many things that they thought that they wanted, and now they don't want that. It's shaken up a lot of their foundations. So they have had to go through that massive awakening of the heart. And that causes stress. That causes anxiety, chaos. Dealing with chaos because the ego comes in. But know that 9 is closer to an end. We're near a completion. This heavy burden is coming to an end. It's been coming to an end because they really want this. And they've been running away from it. When they run away from it, they want this. And they don't know what to do. And then that's where that transformational journey for them has begun. Like I said, each divine masculine and each twin flame is on their own timeline. So for some, this reading could also mean like the union is right here. For some, this could be just the beginning. So we're all on different stages. This is that aspect within the heart. And the heart is bringing in that massive transformation. So this is a complete confirmation. If you haven't looked at the reading, I've done a reading where I'm looking at the soul lessons. And the core soul lesson was death. Death. And the supporting lesson was also death. This is again, so this is a major theme. And I'm recording this in a park outside. And I'm telling you, all the spirit is asking me to look at are the white butterflies that are right here. Right here. right here. So that transformation, there's a huge transformation that is taking place within their hearts. For some, it could have already taken place, and for some, this is what they're wishing for. They're wishing to transform. They're wishing to transform the ways of the heart, the heartaches from the past, the grief, the pain, the suffering. They want to end that. They want to end that. And it's a time for that reflection. It's a time for that reflection where they reflected back on their past relationships with other feminines. And it has not been to what it is, because you are the divine counterpart, because you are that exact energetic match. You are the one. If you are the one, then how can anyone else be on that same page as you? And that was scary. And and many of the masculines took many different paths to run away from this. Yes, it's scary to have that connection, and yet it is that soul connection. The purity of the spirit is guiding them to walk over and release all those burdens, to release all those patterns, all those ways of thinking, relationships that really have not allowed their soul to shine. Their heart shines, their soul sings with you, divine feminine, the true divine counterpart. And they're wanting and feeling that shift, allowing the purity of the spirit to come. They feel this complete, utter fulfillment. Right? This is the 10 of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment, divine masculine, divine feminine. Healed. Healing their inner wounds, their inner child healing. I see that as, for me, this is also the card of inner child healing, besides just the masculine and the feminine coming together, right? Okay. So this is the yin and the yang, and a complete rainbow of blessings. Whatever you can think of. There's a lot of heart healing and happiness and emotional contentment. They feel that with you. And that is what is bringing about this change. What do they wish to manifest in the physical reality, in the 3D with you? So we started with this energy of 5 of Pentacles. So they've had these moments where they have had this disillusionment and feeling of lack and abandonment in their relationships with other feminines. Not fulfilling relationships with other divine feminines. And also maybe with extended family, at workplaces. They were not recognized for who they were, and they felt abandoned. That sense of abandonment. But they're recognizing that this is just a way for them to strengthen their spirit and move away from the things that they felt, where they felt abandoned. To create a new way, to look at things from a new perspective, how they've created their life. You're at the halfway point with a 5. 10 is a completion. So halfway points bring you that time for reflection, anguish, yes, challenge, yes. So it has been challenging. This journey has been challenging. Their life has been challenging because of the varied emotions, conflicting emotions, because now the soul is speaking. When the soul speaks, the mind is silenced. The heart will no longer be silenced. They're listening in, they're looking at that, and they're getting that clarity. They're getting that absolute, utter clarity, and that's what they want to bring in. They want to bring in this clarity, and they're receiving that guidance. They're receiving the guidance from the Spirit. This is the Queen who's very visionary. She knows how to balance logic and emotions. She is the Queen of logic, and she's also, even though she's not the Queen of Cups, see, as the Queen is a natural feminine energy, which to me always speaks of a natural ability to tap into your intuitive power. She has tapped into that intuitive power to be able to see the truth. And they are receiving that guidance. And they want to move forward with clarity. They have that clarity. They know how to get out of this energy and make the change to the next, to the next, to the next. So they can have that completion of a 10. They're getting that clarity. And they can feel the wheel is turning in their favor. As you change your perceptions, as you change your attitudes, as you change what you focus on, your reality begins to shift. And they're recognizing in various forms the laws of attraction, the laws of manifestation, understanding the power of the mind, understanding how to balance the logic with the heart, understanding that everything has happened. There's nothing to be fearful of. Everything that's happened has been a lesson that has served in their growth. And every experience teaches you something, and you can bring that change. Wheel of Fortune is the most positive card. They see that. They're moving towards it. Look at the transition. Look at the transition in the physical manifestation of what they want with the Divine Feminine. This is what the physical manifestation is. Moving away from that energy of conflict and change and abandonment, getting that clarity in the mind and bringing and shifting, knowing that the universal laws are working with them as they bring this shift. Does it make sense here, right? So when we look at it, I also want you to see this. You have this utter trust and faith. With that utter trust and faith, all this is transmuted. All that anxiety and feelings of lack. When you know and you recognize that this is a divine partnership, through that shift within your heart, you're getting that clarity. This clarity is bringing this shift within the heart, so the conscious mind can recognize and see that. Okay? This shift, Wheel of Fortune that is turning, is bringing in that emotional fulfillment that will be very grounded and stable. Such beautiful energies from the Divine Masculine. What amazing ones. I pulled some cards of healing and guidance. So let's look at them. We got heart chakra. 4, number 4. Okay, chakra 4. It's also the 4th chakra, right? 4th chakra is the heart chakra. Opening of that heart. And this one says here, passion reignites. Have a look at this card. It says passion reignites. And within the flawless patterns of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds an endless blessing. Place no restriction on one another. Be firmly grounded within each other's soil, but allow enough space for your branches to sway freely so that you each may dance to the song of your own spirit. Passion reignites. Passion reignites. Singing the song and dancing the song of your own spirit. They're wanting to sing and dance their own song. Their own song. No longer being bound by what the society wants. No longer being bound by what is expected, but following the path of the heart. How beautiful, Divine Masculines. This is the message that came in from the Atlantis, from the wisdom of Atlantis, and we got the unicorns, the unicorn energy. In the golden age of Atlantis, the unicorns helped maintain purity and divine innocence. This is the card of purity and divine innocence, because the Fool comes straight from the spiritual realms. He's not yet stepped into the material world. He's stepping forth with innocence and hope and optimism, with purity of spirit. These seven-dimensional pure white ascended horses radiated light that looked like spiraling horn from their third eye. They could redirect a beam of pure energy into people. They are returning now to help our planet to ascend as they touch us with dignity, love, beauty, grace, and healing, and reconnect us with our soul essence. The unicorn energy is going to touch us with dignity, love, beauty, grace, healing, bringing in purity, bringing in divine innocence, so we may reconnect with our true soul essence. Be prepared, twins, for unicorn energy to touch you. Be prepared for the energy of beauty and grace to touch you, to touch your heart and soul. I thank you all for tuning in and listening in. I was really guided to bring forth these messages from the Divine Masculines, and I thank the Divine Masculines, higher selves, and the collective for allowing me to be a pure and clear channel today, for bringing forth the messages for the collective. May there be healing, love, and light in the lives of all. May there be healing, love, and light in the hearts of my twins. May you strengthen your heart on this journey, for there is only love, only love. Sending you love and light. This is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance.